What is good? Legendary first. What's going on, my dude? What's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. And when I say crazy, it's crazy without question. What's going on, Legendary? How you doing, man? How's life treating you, my friend? Hope all is well. Happy Monday. Absolutely exciting times for the digital asset space, in my opinion. Absolutely exciting times. Really looking forward to. I want to talk a little bit more about this whole BIS thing, just a little bit more. I'm definitely going to go through some things on Twitter without question. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. I try to get the glare, guys. At the here, let me see. I didn't do dark. Might not be. Oh, that's too. Yeah, so they've got the glare going on. But anyway, Mr. Leo underscore Brazil underscore crypto. What's going on, my friend? What is going on? Good to see you in the house, bro. Darcy BXRP. Hey, how's it going, Darcy? How are you? Gaming crypto, XRP. What's this up with the mic thing, man? Please don't tell me. Please don't tell me you guys can't hear me good. What's going on, gaming crypto, XRP? Oh, there was me. Okay, perfect. Awesome. Alex Steve Blog is in the building. What's up, brother? How are you, man? Jack 17. Glad that you're here, my friend. I am glad that you're here. 19 people, only 3 likes, guys. Please smash the likes. I want to say crash the chat and then go smash the like button and come back in. Definitely appreciate that. It helps with the algorithm for the channel, all of that and all of that good jazz. You know how YouTube does. The real Rick G. What is going on, my dude? I didn't even get a chance to wipe my buttocks before you appeared. What does that mean? Trying to do my thing, man. I'm trying to get it in. You know what I mean, bro? Jason GL2 is first, of course, always, man. Alex D Vlogs, you like Brad's response video about where money went? I haven't watched that one. Alex D Vlog. I've only watched the other reports that he and Cryptopolis have done. They generally kind of do it together when on Fridays when Cryptopolis and a weekend review thing. It's kind of when I've seen him. I think I've only seen him on those kind of like weekend reviews. I've seen 2, maybe 3, but I think 2 that I've seen. But I did not watch that. For me, there is no reason to watch it. But I have not watched it, guys. I appreciate that. 22 people in the stream and 11 likes. I appreciate that, guys. Again, crash the chat, go smash that like button, and then come back in to the live chat. I would definitely appreciate it, and it definitely helps with the algorithm for people seeing able to see the video, and also uh, for the channel as well. Tyler Tucker, what's going on, my friend? How are you, man? Tyler Tucker, it's good to see you in the stream, man. I don't think I've seen you before. Have I seen you in the stream before, Tyler? In either case, I appreciate you being here. Alex Yeet, what's up, man? Tyler Tucker says, liked and sub to you, brother. I appreciate that, my friend. I appreciate that. Where are you checking in from, Tyler? Darcy BXRP says, oh, okay. Talking about Alex. Alex Yeet, yeah, man. What's up, Steve ODXRP? How's it going, man? And it's all good. Life is good, bro. Feel blessed. Blessed to be an XRP hodler. Blessed to be early in this new asset class that is digital assets. Will not get distracted by the drama. Take my eyes off the prize. I can promise you that. Just started watching. I'm in NC. I was just down in NC, man. Tyler says no. Just started watching. I'm in North Carolina. I was just down in North Carolina, man. Absolutely. I was just down there hanging out in Durham. The real Rick G says MoneyGram will become Ripplegram. What do you think? MoneyGram's going to become something more than MoneyGram, the real Rick G. I can promise you that. They're going to take things to another level. And I am so curious. I would love to be a fly on the wall at Western Union. I would love to be on a fly on the wall there. I could just imagine them cats saying like, "Man, we up. Like, what in the world? You know what I mean? I would love to be on a fly on the wall at all things Western Union right about now. I believe that to be true, Leo. Brazil crypto 2020 will be the year for all of us. STVNS, NorCal here. He's from Northern California. I hear you, man. I have some good friends that are air traffic controllers in Northern California. Yeah. A fly, for real, Rick G said a fly told me so, without question, bro. Exactly, man. Exactly. It's good to see you guys on the stream, man. But like I said, guys, 33 people in the stream, 15 likes again, if you would. Close out that chat. Go hit that like button, then hop back into the chat, man, so we can make things happen here. Yeah, very hard bear market is right, Darcy B. That is without question. It's been challenging for sure. That's why I get on here, man. I help people kind of strengthen their resolve, help them level up their IQ a little bit in the digital asset space and the XRP space, and in the financial space especially, so that we can be prepared. The worst thing to do is to get a win digital asset space and then not be prepared. So I hope you guys are, looking into CPAs now. I hope you guys are looking into tax people now. I hope you guys are looking into wealth advisors now, right? Especially fiduciary ones, right? Line them up, right? You get the pick. Find yourself 2, 3, 4, 5. You get to interview them for what you know is going to happen and see how they can best work with you. I want to do that now. We already have 2. I want to do that now, right? Diving deep, what's going on? Crypto occasions in the building. What is up, my dude? I probably missed a super chat because I heard some noise. Maybe someone subbed. Maybe that was my man Tyler subbing in. Butterfly Trader. Butterfly Trader 1? New ODL volume was published, still low. Okay. I hear that. Diving Deep says, I think it will start on the 12th of December. Yep, that would be nice. Rod Hop. Yo, what's good, bro? What's going on, Rod Hop? Glad to see you in the stream, man. Glad to see you in the stream. Tyler Tucker, I got you. Yep, sir. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that, guys. 40 people in the stream, 18 likes, please. On your way out or on your way in, smash that like button. Let's get into this thing that I found to be really, really interesting. From is it Augustus? Man, his name. I think it's Augustus Karsten. Let me go see what's up. I'm gonna go check him out. I always get his name confused for some reason. STVNS, nothing will happen till Ripple court case. And so what's the date on that? Isn't that January? Yep, January 15th. Look at me. I would just pay attention to the chat. I would see that STVNS is on it, and he said it's January 15th. Scott Strickland, what's up, man? How you doing, bro? Good to see you in the stream, man. Pierre Negi, what is up? How are you, man? What time? Where are you checking in from, Pierre? Let me see if I got this stream going on right. Let me get this right. We're going to check this article out because I think it's more to it than what people are seeing. Let's see if I can do this right. Frozen. It always freezes. Please don't ask me to give you an in-depth tutorial on all things OBS, because it would be a major fail. There's been a few major fails going on. That would be a real major fail if you guys asked me to explain. Thank you, Crypto Cajun. Augustin Carson. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can't find that here. Let's talk a little bit about that. 50 people in the stream and 21 likes. You guys are awesome. Let me see if I cannot figure out this thing here. That's interesting from back, but I really wanted to talk first about the whole beat. Turn of events. And again, thanks, major shout out to Han Solo. This is it. He says, boom. Turn of events. General manager of The Bank of International Settlements urges central banks to embrace digital money, the digital revolution. CryptoPotato.com. Let's go check out CryptoPotato.com. See what's up with that. Make sure go see this article. Augustine Carsten. Yeah, man. There it is. Turn of events. General managers of the BIS urges central banks to embrace digital money. So, guys, I said this in the stream in the video, in the driving video early this morning. Like, this is the second time that this guy has had a change in mind, right? A change in philosophy, a change in attitude, mindset when it comes to the digital asset space, right? So, in the beginning, he was big time anti. I mean, big time anti crypto, right? Totally anti digital assets. And then, interestingly enough, right after the big meeting where Brad Garlinghouse was ushered in, he sat at the front table, if you amongst other central bankers, and some top people were there, including Madame Lagarde, formerly head of the IMF. And Brad Garlinghouse had a chance to do a little presentation to just basically show and tell, right? The real show took place behind closed doors, right? When Matt Lagarde started introducing him and walking him in, if you will, as the digital nomad Professor likes to say, to meet some of the people. One of the people that he met with was this guy. All of a sudden, he's talking about digital assets in a favorable light in terms of settlement, right? Of course, he said, I don't know about cryptocurrencies as far as, in terms of it being a currency, but I see it in terms of it for settlement, right? Where do you think that came from? All of a sudden, a complete 180, right? So now he's got another complete 180. Now this dude is talking about central bank embracing this quote unquote digital money. I find it interesting. The general manager of the Bank of International Settlement, Augustine Carsten, has urged for central banks to embrace digital money. He added, financial world is going through a revolution at the moment, and banks, check this one out, and banks being trustworthy establishments get control. Isn't that? That's the digital money revolution. The head of the BIS appears to be making a new stand regarding digital money. He said in a recent speech that central banks need to take control of the digital assets so they can establish specific standards. Again, this is just show, right? Because this is the move that they've already been making for years. I mean, what do you think the ISO do? Wow, right? That happened, has been in well before this dude. This was drawn up well before this dude's announcement. In his words, I think this is another interesting. Central banks deliver the needed basis for trust in the system because they can ensure security and liquidity. Besides, the responsibility falls on the center of the global payment systems. Otherwise, they will fall back and events will overtake us. That is the gem of the gem. They will fall back and events will overtake us. Like I said in the morning video that I did, in the driving video, I'm thoroughly convinced. I am, in fact, quite certain that after Brad Garlinghouse got done with this dude and all the other central banks were at that meeting with Madame Lagarde and Madame Lagarde as well, because we've all heard her talk about the urgency that the central bank, in terms of taking this digital asset space serious, she talked about the urgency and really looking into what's going on because she knows the debt. She knows the central bank, knows the government. She saw, because she spent time with Ripple and the people from Ripple, how XRP could help solving this global economic crisis that is illiquidity. Think about that statement. They will fall back and events will overtake us. This guy is the head, like my understanding, he's the head of the central banks, right? The BIS is like the bank of the central banks. Correct me if I'm wrong on that, but I believe that is the case. And so Brad And the people at Ripple was like, okay, listen, what we're going to do is we're going to keep the blinders on. Let me get back into it. Then I'll go back to it. Change this view for a second so I can talk with you. So Brad was like, okay, cool. You guys do what y'all going to do. Not okay. So Brad was like, you guys do what you guys are going to do. This is what we got going on, right? We're going to keep moving. We are going to keep moving because we have identified a problem, and that is the $10 trillion in no-show culture. We have identified the problem. We have come up with a solution to that problem. You guys can keep doing what you're going to do, right? And this is mainly the 7, 8 the top banks, right? Kind of hemming and hawing. This is the BIS dude kind of hemming and hawing. Look, we got they're saying we got a good system here. We're doing good. This is a cash machine. Swift, I mean, we're doing our thing. Brad's like, yeah, but those small and medium sized banks are not feeling this whole Swift thing. So we're gonna work with them. And they want what we have. And we're gonna just keep moving forward. And we're gonna keep making our product that was X Rapid, that is now ODL. We're gonna keep making better and better and better and better. And then all of a sudden, again, this is my pure speculation. Mr. Cattell gets on the phone. Gets on the phone with Brad and says, I got an idea. We know that Western Union has some pushback, right? They're not exactly welcoming us in. Let's hit up MoneyGram. I've done my homework. I've done my due diligence. They got some financial challenges going. Let's see if we can't get something and put something together for them. I'm thoroughly convinced that this was Mr. Cattell's move. No, and it is zero disrespect to Brad Garlinghouse, but I am thoroughly convinced, and this is just my pure speculation. Mr. Cattell made that happen and suggested to him suggested to the people at Ripple why this would work and how smart this is to make this move. I'm 1,000% convinced of that because Mr. Cattell is the one. Mr. Cattell is that dude, right? He is used to doing this. He is used to going in and evaluating the company and seeing how he can make an investment in something as a value add. Not necessarily taking it over, looking to chop it up into pieces, but by his investment and his savvy, he can help a struggling business become stronger and succeed. I'm convinced that it was Mr. Cattell. But now, MoneyGram says, okay, cool, 30 mil. Oh, cool, or was it 50 mil, whatever it was. Cool. Yeah, and so this is and how does this thing work? Yep. Went through all of that. Then these Q2 and Q3 reports come out, right? And Alex Holmes and the head finance, the CFO, they're like 14-year-old boys, at the swimming pool, if you know what I'm saying, right? At the beach, these dudes were giddy, they were excited, like what? Right? Q3 comes out, same thing. And I always say, if we know what happened with MoneyGram using XRP, and we're familiar with the Q2 reports, and we know what was going on with the Q3 report, don't you think the people from the BIS, don't you think the central banks were paying attention? And I always say this, that MoneyGram's use of XRP is, in fact, old money, real money, and Wall Street institutionals' money's proof of concept. They are 100% paying attention to all things that's going on with MoneyGram and XRP because they get that business model. They understand MoneyGram's business model. And they understand, right? They've gotten the word, they got the news that this traditional money system, right? This money business model is using a digital asset. And on their Q2 and Q3 reports are saying the benefits are massive. The opportunity for other additional revenue streams is massive. Do you think the BIS and the banks are going to miss out? They're not going to miss out on this cash. This is a cash cow. They know it. They know it. You think they're going to let MoneyGram come in here? And MoneyGram essentially has all the access to the banks on this RippleNet, the small and medium price SMEs on the RippleNet, and let them snatch it all up unto themselves? You think they're going to let that happen with MoneyGram? They're going to try. They're going to try to get theirs. But there's something about first movers advantage that MoneyGram has. It's just something about it. They will overtake. What was the word? They will overtake us. That's Augustine Carson. If we don't move, they are going to overtake us. They're moving. They're moving with or without us. We better get in on this now, right? Let me see what's going on the stream. Crypto AUBS. What's up, brother? How you doing, my dude? XRP Joe. That's right. Come on, peeps. Hit that likes, right? 73 people in the stream, only 33 likes. Guys, again, crash that chat. Hit the like button, and come back in. XRP Holla. Sup, Siege? Driving so can't text, but we'll listen. Yep, you don't want to do that, my friend. Be safe out there, brother. Safe on the roads, man. What else we got going on here? Be Free says we are getting older. What's going on, C? He says out of the way. Jay, how was your trip? Outstanding, brother. It was nice, man. Got down there, had an awesome, beautiful dinner. It was amazing. Hang out with some friends. Real cool. Be Free says when is the XRP going to be high? This makes no sense. 300 plus parties. Actually, for me, it makes complete sense. Because when you're the one, you're the chosen one, and you're the standard, there's a weeding out process, right? Because old money knows the game. They know the game. Know the game, and they're not trying to let us win, man. So they know that they can. It's a patience game. It's a patience game, without question. No matter how long it takes for the price to rise, Be Free. The fundamentals and the partnerships, like you alluded to, are still there. And in fact, they're increasing. The partnerships are increasing. Ripple as an entity is getting better, right? The synergy that's taking place. They're getting better at what it is that they do. They're getting better at sharing the product. They're getting better at explaining it. They're getting better at getting testimony from other people that are on RippleNet and using ODL, right? They're getting better. So no matter what the price is saying, this thing that is XRP is getting better. This ODL is getting better. They're moving and they're progressing in the right way. So it's just a matter of time before the price catches up to what's good and the fundamental. TJ Jackson, what's good? What's going on, man? Bob Moneybags is in the building. What's up, brother? What's going on, Bob Moneybags? Lambie's in the building. What is up, bro? Oh, my friend. I'm assuming it's a two. Please correct me if that's the case. Just tuned in, and did I miss anything important? Nah, we just went over BIS a little bit, bro. Cryptocasian, without question, bro. Without question. That's not a healthy look right there, man. That's not a healthy look. I know, Alex Yeet, right? Bob Moneybags. This is nuts. Hello. What's good, man? Pierre's from Austria. What in the world? Good to see you in the stream, Pierre. What time is it currently in Austria? About that. What's going on in Austria right now? That's right, Alex G, without question. I know it does in my family, bro. No, it does in my family, without question. Blockchain man, yo, what's good, man? Blockchain man says, hey, Siege, just did my first transaction on the BTC ATM just to see what it was like. Had a newbie behind me and told her about XRP. I love to hear that. Love to hear that, man. I heard on a beat. Now, did you get Bitcoin or sell Bitcoin, or did you? Was it XRP as well? Or was it just Bitcoin? Blockchain man, would love to hear that, man. What else is going on the stream? So I'm going to continue that article, guys, because I think it's really important. You got to understand that this BIS is like the central bank of the central banks. That's my understanding of it. And again, correct me in the stream if I'm not correct. Doobie and two, what's going on? The real Rick G. Yeah, I saw that. The Uphold just announced 15 new cryptos to be listed. I heard about Tron and Cardano and another one, some other ones, right? Includes the US, which is cool. The real Rick G. Do you use Uphold a lot? I have not. I'm in a small little spot, and so I don't. My little banks here, they don't have access to those little banks here. Otherwise, I got to like go 30 minutes to find a bigger bank like a Wells Fargo, and I'm not really trying to do much with Wells Fargo. Honest with you. Do you use Uphold a lot, the real Rick G? Bashir Chaudhry. Hi guys. Hey, what's going on, Bashir? How are you, my friend? Where are you checking in from, man? I don't think I've seen you in the stream, man. 11:30, 23:30. So you're talking about 11? It's 11:30 at night where you are, Pierre. Man, I appreciate you being here, man. Darcy from Ireland. I did not know you were from Ireland, Darcy. I appreciate you being here. 22 p.m. and 20 at night. I appreciate that. Tyler Tucker says, "Hey man, what will cause the price to rise? The demand. If so, it will cost more to use the platform. Um, will it cost more to use the platform? What's going to cause the price to rise, in my opinion, is the liquidity demand for the product for XRP. So I believe for me the price is going to happen when a section of the world, whether it's Japan, whether it's Asia, wherever it is, I'm beginning to learn that it might even possibly be China. It's crazy. Whatever. So SBI, for example, I, there's zero reason why SBI cannot launch. There's like none. That whole consortium and the whole nine, or at least there's zero reason because they could easily be launched and it's just not showing up right on the ledger in terms of displaying the liquidity. But there's no reason why they can't go full stream, and there's a reason why they have not. And I believe the reason why they have not is because whoever they might be with, and whoever the other people might be with, whoever's on this thing, whoever the powers to be that are on, that's going to provide liquidity, that's going to show the volume, that's going to be doing these high value transactions, they're not ready yet. Whatever that looks like, because it is a net, it's a Ripple net. They're not ready yet, and so even if the net is set up in 5 or 6 here, and then 5 and 6 turn it on there, and then another 5 and 6 turn it on there. Out of that group of 5 or 6, they're not all ready yet. That's what I believe. But when that happens, it's going to be a domino effect. So when the first group turns it on, in my opinion, that's when it's going to start to happen. There is going to be a buy pressure, a sell pressure, and a buy pressure that is going to be massive. We all know from doing our own homework and doing due diligence, the market makers and liquidity providers are incentivized to provide the liquidity, meet the demand for the XRP, and re-snatch it back up because they know where the price is going. It's cheaper for them to snatch it up now. Will be. They know that. Guys, 81 people in the stream and 42 likes. Guys, please crash the chat real quick. Go out, enjoy the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't, and hop back into the chat again. It helps the channel, helps the algorithm of the video so that more people like us see this so that we can turn them on to the greatest digital asset ever created. Lambie says, man, Lambie, let me get your comment. I think it was a good one here. Man, when I move this chat, then it moves. I think there was a rap song or something. Wasn't that? Luda? Lambie, where was your comment? You were talking about the BIS, Lambie. I'm going to find it. There it is. When the BIS speaks, this is from Lambie. When BIS speaks, central banks have to listen. So for the other 2/3 of central bank. So for the other 2/3. Okay. Yeah. So When the BIS speaks, the other banks listen, and without question. Without question. Eli, what's going on, my friend? Hi, Siege. I would love to hear your perspective on. I don't know anything, my friend, about casino coin. My only thing is what I would say is if it's a spinoff or a fork of XRP, I hold XRP, and my thing is if you got the standard, if you got a standard, if you got the one, I'm not sure if you need a spinoff of the others. That's just for me. That's for me in my house. That's what I'm saying. I have the standard, and I don't need a fork of that standard. But I know zero about casino coin. I don't know uh, other than it's apparently a fork of XRP. But I don't know anything about it. So I don't know about the project. I don't know about its use case. I don't know about the team. So I can't give an intelligent perspective on casino coin because I know zero about it essentially. Nope, I do not think it'll be a problem at all, Tyler Tucker. I think this is a waiting game. This is a patience game. This is really a chance for us to become savvy investors in this space. It's a patience game. Patience is knowing what you hold and understanding what it is. First, you got to understand what it is that you hold, right? And then you got to get clear picture of what you have so that you know that you know. Because the bear market is going to come. After this little bull market, another bear market is coming, my friend, right? It's not going to be this 1 year bull run, in my opinion, is not going to be the generational money that we're looking for. I believe that's going to probably take 2 bull runs. So, but the history in the digital asset space has been pretty much for XRP and Bitcoin. The history is a year or so bull run, 2 years or so bear run. And so I don't think personally that this next bull run that's coming is going to start, sometime in December, first week in January, something like that. Is what the expert TA guys are saying. I don't think that's going to be the generational wealth that we're looking to get here. It might be a significant win. It might be it might be a 6-figure to a few 6-figure wins. That's not generational wealth. Cheers talking, and I'm sorry, my friend, I do not. I see the yes there, but I don't understand the other language. Is that okay? But blockchain main says you did at the ATM. It was Bitcoin, ETH, and Litecoin. And you bought some Bitcoin to send the BitTruders trade for some VeChain. Yeah, smart man, smart man. I just saw something about VeChain partnering with some kind of wallet provider. Did you hear that? Zeus starts with an X. I think it's XEUX. Have you heard about that blockchain, man? Man, I tell you, this is going to be one of those gut moves for me with VeChain in terms of amping up by accumulation, man. Lambie says the other 2/3 of the central banks that are not working with Ripple will have to get going so they are not left behind without question. And that's exactly, Lambie, what I believe that Augusta Carson is talking about. If I can't find that. There it is. Let me read some more. Oh, I gotta change stream. Hold on, guys. Let me change the stream. This is the thing, OBS. So forgive me, guys. Yeah. So look, this leads perfectly, Lammy, to what I was wanting to read here. This from Augusta Carson's in this article about a turn of events. All of a sudden, despite the above, he believes that there's a brighter future. So let me recap this last sentence. Besides, in his words, central banks deliver the needed basis for trust in the system because they can ensure security and liquidity. And that's going to be the narrative that they will share with the masses, right, via mainstream media. We all know better. Besides, the responsibility falls on them to remain central banks at the center of global payment systems. Otherwise, they will fall back and events like MoneyGram will overtake us. Despite the above, he believes that there's a brighter future if banks work together with the private sector for better technological innovations. The private sector, I don't know who all is included in the private sector, but I do know that it's Ripple. And my money is on Ripple, what they're going to do. How about you guys? Let me see this. I didn't read this, but let me read this. And I'm going to get to those chats, I promise you guys, if those are chats. Super chat. Central bank public goods improve the functioning of the monetary system. This, I guess, is a quote from Augustine. They do this by giving the private sector greater scope to innovate for everyone's benefit. This is hilarious. Central banks amplify the efforts of private sector innovators by giving them a solid base to build on. This is where central banks need to focus their efforts. Today's technological advances can certainly help to build a more efficient and more inclusive financial system, right? So instead of dogging out the small and medium-sized banks, now we're saying we're going to include them, right? More inclusive financial system, right? But they didn't decide that. Ripple decided. Ripple pushed them into a corner, in my opinion. Today's technological advances can certainly help to build out a more efficient and more inclusive financial system. Central banks need to embrace that innovation. At the same time, their traditional functions are tailor-made for the many inventions on the horizon. Hilarious. Including central bank digital currencies, which is this walled gardens, a bunch of gardens of walled gardens. Pro digital money, but against Bitcoin. Isn't that interesting? Augustine Carson's views against the Bitcoin and its purpose are well known against Bitcoin and its purpose are well known within the crypto community. In his latest speech, he is still unfavorable towards the most significant cryptocurrencies and other projects from big tech companies, such as Facebook's Libra, of course, because it threatens his system. Interesting, interesting, interesting. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. So that's an interesting article, guy. And I just think when this dude comes up and says anything favorable in the digital asset space, that is massive. It is massive in so many ways, guys. I'm telling you. $10 super chat. Let me see what's. Oh, Jason Geo too. Thank you for the $10 super chat, brother. I appreciate that. Absolutely, man. I'll take it too. Here's your generational wealth without question. Just getting started on that because that's what it's about for me. It's about generational wealth, man. We got a chance. We got a chance to win here, guys. And it's unbelievable. Almost midnight in Germany, says Bashir. I want to get to Germany so bad, man. So bad. So, guys, when that guy comes out and he says what he says, it's massive. You can tell that things are just moving forward. TJ Jackson, always cheaper to use XRP pairs. TJ Jackson, do you use BitTrue, my friend? Thomas, liquidity, custody, and regulation, says Thomas. What's up, Thomas? I know, Tyler Tucker. China and the UK are working behind the scenes. Absolutely. You watched that video, Tyler Tucker from SPQR Media? Lee from SPQR Media. I was going to do my night stream about that. Hopefully he emails me the slides in time that I can get that to you guys tonight. But he was saying that a lot of people, there was one particular person in his Telegram chat has been on him for months about China is going to be the one that's going to start this off. Kept showing him stuff until he finally had a chance to take a look at it. Then he did that deep dive. Fatty McButterpants, how you doing, my friend? I think I've seen you in Cotton Street every now and then. Yes. Listening from Dallas, Texas. Oh wow, man, I'm be there in May, bro. Fatty McButterpants. With Ripple. That's right. It is with Ripple. Kyle Tucker, China, UK, and Ripple, without question. And from what he's getting, I'm telling you guys, if you have not checked that out, the deep dive China from Lee from SPQR Media. You know what I like about what Lee does from SPQR Media? Like what he does is when there's drama and there's negativity going on in the community, he revisits some deep dives that he has done, or maybe even do a new deep dive. He replaces the drama and the negative with some positive, factual stuff. I love that. Doesn't get involved. He's not commenting and he's not taking sides and he's not thinking that he's bigger than who he is or that he's better than some other person or that he's incapable of making a mistake. He just does a deep dive. He puts it out for everyone to have. And I have respect for a person who can take it from that perspective, who can move like that. I mad respect for that. So if you guys have not checked that out, you definitely want to check them out, man. It's SPQR Media on YouTube. He did a deep dive on China, and I'm like, whoa, 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 crazy. Breadwork Derek, how does Basel 3 stop ODL? I think the Basel 3 I don't know, it does, it actually enables ODL more. It hampers it. What is the word? It kind of handcuffs the banking and the financial system. Right. And so I think the new Basel 3 and Lee from SPQR Media actually covered a little bit by it. Because of the new thing going on with the Basel 3, it actually opens up the door for ODL because it hamstrings, if you will, the way things used to be done. And I think what he was talking about was there's a certain market that the Basel 3, this new thing to the Basel 3 affected. I'm trying to remember what that market was. Ah, and I'm thinking it has something to do with a certain kind of money pool, how they kind of move this money. Can't remember the name of it. Fortunately, it's right there. I can't remember. All right, let me see what's going on in the stream here. 60 likes, 92 people on the stream, guys. I appreciate that. Appreciate you guys being here. Let's see what's Vincent Wilson knows. Let's see what's going on here. Let me catch up on this. Catch up on this chat here, guys. This is Nuts. Hey, Siege, are you invested in MoneyGram? Yes, I am. This is Nuts. I am indeed. Not as much as I would like to, but I am. H2 Da. Is that H2? Is that H2 Da? I like that name, man. 4 major Australian banks were testing XRP back in 2015. Years ago, bank to bank transfer took 2 days. Now it takes 5 seconds. Wonder why? Right? It's about that synergies, right? It's about improving upon the thing that they have, right? And so they made it better, right? I'm sure in 2012, X Rapid and all that stuff was just beginning, right? So, it takes time. Remember from a video that was a ways back, and I talked about in my driving video this morning. Ripple came to the banks with a certain product, certain thing, and they said, and they had 12 banks agree to use it, and the people from the bank said, number one, this product works great, that's awesome, but we can't hold XRP. Number two, we can't use XRP because the regulators won't. So Ripple went back to the drawing board and said, okay, this is the thing that we're going to come up with. And this is the idea behind it and the concept, how you're able to use it, how you're able to leverage it. Don't have to hold it because of the ODL. We tweaked this ledger in essence, he said 30 seconds. I'm pretty sure he meant 3 hold transaction time. Going to use this exchange that is regulated. So you're not having to hold something that's not regulated and you're dealing with an entity that is regulated. This is how you can continue to do the banking thing. So that was Ripple coming in with one thing, getting a response, getting some feedback, going back to the drawing board, right? They pivoted, made things better. Eli says, I would definitely invest in money. The real G says MoneyGram is the only stock I own. It's a no-brainer. Yep. Yep. 96 people on the stream, 65 likes, guys. Please crash that chat real quick. Hop to the like button if you're enjoying the content. Smash the like. Come back into the chat. I would definitely appreciate that. And it really does help with the algorithm of the video so it can get out to more people like us so we can bring them into the digital asset space. More importantly, they choose to hold on to the greatest digital asset ever created. Corey Trevor, what's going on, my friend? Vincent Wilson knows. Vincent Wilson knows the price, huh? He knows when it's going to do his thing. Can you believe that dude got so popular from just that one little statement and all the people's comments in there? You crazy. What was it? 20,000 XRP will be life changing. That dude made a name for himself on that in one sentence. Exactly, the real Reggie. That's what it's about, man. I hide on don't sweat the day-to-day price drama. I want a few certain XRP channels. I watch a few certain XRP channels for breaking it. That's it. That's it, bro. I want to level up my IQ as best as I can. I go check out a couple of people on YouTube. You know, I get check out some articles. I strengthen my resolve. I continue to learn more about what I hold. That not letting old money win this game. Nope. Not here. I know Darcy B XRP. I was the same way. Every coin I buy ends up being dumped back into XRP. Is addictive. Corey Trevor says, how many vet will be life changing in a few years? That's funny. Eli says, hey CJ, do you think Stellar's involved with Ripple and XRP? Uh, do I think Stellar is involved? Uh, I don't know. I really don't know. But I would, if I had to take a guess, I would say I don't think so. Crypto Don Juan, my man, what's going on, my dude? How you doing, brother? I used BitTrue up until Binance US launch. Okay, cool. And what are you doing on Binance US? Do you get D-Chain there, TJ Jackson? Darcy BXRP says SPQR lead the best in the space. I hear that. I hear that. I love his deep dives. All right, Steve-O. I'll catch you on the next one, bro. Yeah, man. XR Free Me. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you in the stream. Hey, Siege. Hey, Siege, man. Ripple is taking over the world. I think there's so XRP, so many XRP, there's so much XRP parents can solve. You will no longer need companies like Uber, Postmates, Spotify, etc. Takes the middleman out. No more fee. Period, man. Ripple is going to do. I know Ripple is going to be ginormous. It's a behemoth right now. It's going to be bigger. Yeah, great to be here, man. Yeah, definitely appreciate you being here, bro. Absolutely. So again, for me, that whole thing with BIS and Dustin coming out and saying that and getting that out is just again, how many people have seen a couple of those videos? Maybe it's Crypto Mike or something like Sam I Am, how the wealthy speak amongst themselves and how they speak in code. I think a lot of that stuff that goes on the mainstream media is a lot of that as well. Like we're getting closer. We're getting closer. Let me see what's going on. What else is going on Twitter? Let's see what else I got for you. So this is an interesting thing about Bakkt and its launch of different products. We just launched 2 new products. Bakkt Bitcoin monthly option. The first CFTC regulated options futures contracts for Bitcoin. Bitcoin Cash settled futures. Isn't it interesting that they went with Bitcoin Cash? Yeah. A new cash settled futures contract available on ICE Futures Singapore. Isn't it interesting that they're launching new stuff? It's like there's no going back, right? It's only moving forward. I'm not going to read that article, but I just think that interesting. Thanks for coming from back and saying. The Rippin name. Isn't that interesting comment? So I'm going to read this because I agree. I think content creators community are tired of working for free, rightfully so. The sense of entitlement here for all the freeloaders is astounding. Selfishness is prevalent. People refuse to put themselves in other shoes. Here's the thing that I think about content creator. I think when you make a decision to be a content creator, you make a decision to be a content creator. And how you give is how you give. I just, some people just start a YouTube channel but they don't kind of get the concept of the content creator is there to give. It's about giving. It's about giving, 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 and giving. And as a content, what's the word I want to use? Consumer, somewhere along here's the thing that I'll say, right? Like, I'll use Gary Vee as an example. This dude is doing stuff, right? Watching this stuff on, Instagram and Facebook, and I'm just taking in content. I'm a content consumer. I'm just taking it in and taking it in for not just days or weeks, not just months, but years. I'm just taking it in. I'm taking it in. I'm taking it in. Because he's giving it, right? I'm taking it in. And I'm enjoying it. I am valuing the content, right? And so one day he comes out with a book. I didn't buy the first book when it first came out. I didn't buy his second book when it first came out. But over a period of time of this dude giving content to me for free, I decided that I am going to buy his book. And then I bought another book, right? That's what I think. That's what I think. And I love his approach. And this is what he said. I'm going to get back on my thing here. I'm going to change this view again. Yep, I'm a newbie, guys. OBS, I'm a newbie, all things OBS. Unbelievable, right? Whoa, that changes. That doesn't look very clear. Hope that's better. Yeah. So here's the thing. I love his concept. And the challenge is, people get on YouTube or whatever, and they think, you know what, I'm going to start a channel. I'm going to start a channel. It's cool. I'm going to whatever. I don't know if they really like get the fact that the second you get in front of the camera or you start a channel, you become a marketer. And so whether you like it or not, you're a marketer. You're an online marketer. You're involved in internet. Whether you like it or not, you're involved in internet marketing. So since that is a skill set and or a profession, if you will, why not learn to get better at being a marketer? So I don't know, a good place to start perhaps is learning from a dude like Gary Vee. I don't know. Seems to be like on top in terms of that, like between him and Grant Cardone, right? I just watched them. This is just my perception of those dudes. Give and 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 give. Come out with a book. Give and 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 then ask, right? It's jab, 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 right hook. That's what it seems like to me. That's what it seems like to me. So And now I'm on the other side, and let's say I'm now the what is it? I'm the content consumer. So my role as a content consumer is okay. Who's got some good stuff? Who's got the good content? I get on it, get on it, get on it, get on it. And then when I'm ready to make a decision, I um be obsessed or be average by Greg Cardone. I got it. But I can't even begin to tell you the hours and hours and hours and hours of video I consume from that dude. Right? Content creator, content consumer. It's kind of this, kind of how it is. But neither one of those dudes have not right hooked. Now, I granted they've both did a lot of jabbing, a lot of giving, a lot of giving, a lot of content, a lot of content. They both given a lot, both. But in the end, they certainly did jab. They certainly did right hook and put that ask out there. So every content creator has to figure that out for themselves. So that's all I will say on that. But that's what the deal is with that there, guys. Let me see. Anything else on the stream? And I'm going to go back. Makes sense to me, CJ. Yeah, what is Tika Terari saying this year? Tika Terari may be right in 2025. What's Tika got going on? Your opinion is right. Thank you, my friend. Thank you. What's that say? Shaw XRP. Make sure they get the products out for the sheep. And here's the thing, too, right? Because, there's always going to be consumers. There's Shaw XRP. There's always going to be consumers. Right? Always. There's always going to be a consumer. And once you get online and get in front of that camera, whatever it might be, you become this content creator, and you have to make a decision what kind of content creator you're going to be, because they're not all the same. Trust me. There's plenty of people online doing the online marketing and that marketing thing that their value add is nowhere near a Grant Cardone or a Gary V. They're barely jabbing. They don't even get to the B and the first jab. It's just a J and maybe an A. You know what I mean? Before they throw in that right hook. You know what I mean? I love Gary V's approach. These are his words. He said, I'm going to jab, 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 and give, and add value and add value and add value till I almost guilt them. I almost guilt them into buying my right hook. And I've seen them. Like a lot of people wonder why I comment on about 98 to 99% of my comments on my videos on YouTube. Here's the reason why. Because Gary B did. And he said, if you are not engaging with your consumers, you're just simply using them. If you don't take the time, and this dude tells the stories of 2 or 3 in the morning, responding to comments. I know plenty of YouTubers, they're content creators. They do not respond. I'm not talking about the heart and the likes response. They don't take the time to respond to the people who take the time to respond to them. That's their thing. I'm trying to be the best content creator I can, and so I'm setting the bar high. I'm checking out Gary V. I'm checking out Grant Cardone. I'm seeing what they're doing. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. But how long I've been rambling? Almost an hour. TJ Jackson, perfect business models. Yep. Mayhem Media, what's going on, man? Mayhem Media says provide some good content. Keep doing what you do. I am so tired of hype channels have moved to your channel as you have good opinions and don't hype the crap out of this coin. Thank you, man. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that, brother. I really do. I really appreciate that. Because in the end, this is about, for me, it's this channel is about helping some people create that generational wealth if they're interested in doing that. And when you're looking to do that, you got to go beyond digital asset. You got to understand what it is. You got to know what it is, but you got to go beyond. There's a bigger picture to it all. And my greatest fear, to be honest with you, Mayhem Media, is for people to, in this community, for us to get that shot, we get that win, we don't know how to handle it. That's my fear. My biggest fear is we don't know how to handle it, and we become like the lottery winner stuff, man. Like my heart would be broken to come find that out, right? That we get the win and we're not prepared, right? So that's why I talk about it's important to get your team now, right? It's important. Like we've talked with um, uh, CPA, we talked with a business account manager. We already had a wealth advisor, right? We're getting that team in place now, so that we're prepared, right? Because this is a shot of generational wealth. Like my dudes at work, my old boys at work, like they don't get it, right? They don't, and I love them. I love my dudes, but they don't get it. They, it's what did we what this the TSP or death. Give me my TSP or give me death, right? And outside of that is give me my 401k or give me death. That's all they see. That's all they see. You're not gonna get generational wealth from a TSP or a 401k. That I can promise you. This is our shot for that. This is our chance for that. In my humble opinion, generational wealth. What? Darcy B. Good Crypto Wolf and King Solomon started a channel. Is that right? What's the name of their channel? Darcy B. Kyle Tucker says facts. You're really good, brother. You will go far. Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro. XR Free Me. Constant improvement is the right way to roll, Siege. Absolutely, man. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. I know outdoor food. I don't think I've seen the channel, my friend. I'm glad you're here, man. I saw. Did you see that? And I'm going to read your statement first, and I'll ask you. What do you think of Chinese volume? CNY, which is right, the CNY and the CNH, right? What do you think of Chinese volume? CNY and XRP is a total of 95%. I thought he said 96%. All currency pairs on the ledger, SRP just show. I know. I watched that video, Outdoor Food. Did you watch the deep dive from Lee from SPQR Media? I'm blown away. I'm blown away. I'm blown away. And the fact that the UK is, working with them and they're trying to get away, and whenever this Brexit thing, like that's a move. SPQR Media are providing some inside moves. They're providing this knowledge to some inside stuff. And it's just a matter of really paying attention to it and trusting your gut that it makes sense to you. Right? I always tell when we're training our people, and I always tell them it's cool. You got to be able to think bigger, right? Grant Cardone says, right? You got to change the size of your. But then in doing that, and I know that's scary. Like I know it's scary. But then the other part of that, and the other part of increasing the size of your think or thinking bigger, is the other part of that is the resolve that no matter what happens, win or lose, that I am going to be okay, right? And it's win or lose. You have to resolve that you're going to be okay after the win. That's what I mean by leveling up, being prepared, right? You gotta, and then the other part of it is you got to be prepared. You got to resolve that you're going to be okay if you lose. Like you have to know that you can get back up, that you can take the L and move on to the next thing. And for us in the XRP community, the L's right now is just in massive bear market. That's crazy, right? But you have to resolve you're going to be okay. That's why I have no reservation, no hesitation in believing in 1,000 per XRP. None, zero, none. I have zero doubt believing that. and will tell anyone that. Anyone. Because I'm thinking about increasing the size of my think. I'm thinking about thinking bigger. I'm thinking about generational wealth. Because why settle for anything else? Why settle for anything else? My humble opinion, right? Paul Bogo, what's up? What's up, my friend? How are you? Man, this chat just like screams, man. I move like one part. There he is. So true. So true. Oh yeah, so you're talking about the comments thing. So you said so true. DAI never responds to comments. He thinks he is a celebrity and only reads other people's tweets. You, my friend, are real. Thank you, Bogo. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. And again, it's not, it's not about. I just know, and again, because I took the time to just kind of study those who are winning, right? That's what it's about. You want to win in the space that you're in, study the people that are winning in that space, right? Let's face it, Grant Cardone is winning, right? Um, uh, Gary V is winning, right? They're winning in that space. Ty Lopez, right? He's winning in the space. And I think the biggest challenge is people, they go create this channel and they just think, oh, I just started a YouTube channel. I'm going to go over some digital assets and talk about that. And then, man, you just went into the world of marketing, internet marketing, social media marketing. That's the world you just stepped into, whether you like it or not. And you're going to be kind of judged, if you will, from that window. You're going to be judged from that lane. They're going to be judging you as an internet marketer. They're going to be judging you as an online marketer. And they're going to, one of the main keys is engagement. And you just got, I just realized early on, thank God, that you got to increase your engagement with people. You're not taking the time to make a comment. you just got to take the time. You got to take the time. Mayhem Media says, I see XRP as a building process. If it jumps suddenly, great. But let's be real. ODL has not helped the price of the coin thus far. It has not. I still FOMO will drive it up first. Yeah. It's so hard to tell which way it's going to go, Mayhem Media. It really is. Here's the thing that because it probably lean more towards your insight and your view is that the bull market is going to happen. The bull market's going to happen outside of the people on RippleNet going from 300 partners to 400 partners, the ODL being increasing in its volume. The bull market is going to happen because the market is its own thing. So the bull market is going to happen whether liquidity is coming in or not. Whatever that quote unquote bull market is going to happen. Bitcoin and that thing is going to happen. The price of XRP, that's going to happen. But the big price, the three figures and the four figures, in my opinion, the high three figures and the four figures is going to come with that liquidity, and the Nasdaq's doing their liquidity index. All these people that are on their thing, ready to turn some switches on. So, but I could see a $5, $10, $15 XRP without all of that, people on a RippleNet being ready and all of this kind of happen just upon the market. And you're saying it's FOMO, right? So it's just kind of the market itself for the year that's going to start sometime in December, hopefully, maybe January. Vaughn Johnson, what's up, my friend? He said, you're in the military. I am not. I was in the military. I was proud to serve my country. States Navy years and years. That's right. XR Free Me says the brokers are getting generational wealth from our 401ks. That, my friend, is a true statement. Again, if you haven't read, books to help you level up your financial IQ, I would suggest read Money Master the Game by Tony Robbins, and I would suggest you read Rich Dad Poor Dad of his other books, just to raise your IQ, to get a different perspective, to learn what's really going on. Financial. The dude, what's going on, my friend? Good to see you, man. Glad you're in the space. See, you come across as a very genuine person. Oh man, thank you, bro. I appreciate that. Yeah, so that's Germany. Sanhar R says, 2020, banks allowed to hold and sell crypto. January 5th, Ripple lawsuit to be settled. 1st of March, 78% of Italy will use XRP through quarter. First half of 2020. So this dude has been leveling up his XRP IQ. 1st of March, 78% of Italy will use XRP through quarter. First half of 2020, like 80% of Japan to go live. Oh, okay, so that's an interesting one. Now, that first half of 2020, like 80% of Japan to go live with XRP, are you getting this from Mr. Kantao himself, bro? Did you see some article about that? 80%, wow. I thought I saw something about 6 months or June. Did you get that from an article or something? On how I love what you said there, bro. This is insane. Two major and legit countries. You're talking about China. I love the banter you guys going on amongst yourselves in this chat, man. Hey, Jer. Hey, Jer. Hey, Jer. Hey, Siege. Do you see generational wealth in one bull run? No, my friend, I do not. I personally do not see it in this next bull run. Not generational. I think it'll be some nice chances for 6 figures and multiple 6 figures. Perhaps maybe people who got involved in XRP. It's the problem that people got in XRP in 2012 and 13. They did some major cash outs in 70. So perhaps a few people who did the 2013 thing have a chance for this next, because it could, some of the top TA guys that I respect, like DIY investing and high altitude investing, they're saying 5, 10, 15. One guy's got a $9, $15, $28 cash out. One guy's expecting $28. So depending on what you hold, it's a possibility, but I don't know. 28 is just not near the value. 28, $30. M. Evans, what's going on, my friend? Preach, my brother. Expect the unexpected, without question. Andrew Davies, what's going on, my friend? Why do you look and sound like you are an NBA legend? Oh, that's cool to know. Mayhem Media. He left a comment on DA's video about a year back. He replied, and we corresponded via email for a bit. That's cool. I blame Brad Kynes for that whole fiasco. I hear you. I hear you. Oh, Chuck, I appreciate that, bro. Like, subscribe, everyone share it to people to build a legitimate XRP community. Let's help Siege. Everyone, he's real. Thank you, Tyler Tuck. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate you being here, bro. I really do. Appreciate that, bro. Darcy said I subscribe from all three. Don't like Brad Kynes. I hear you. I hear that. Just turned 19. Wow, man, that is cool. You're in the space young, bro. Andrew Davey says, yeah, man, I've just turned 19 and it's a mess. It's all over the place and it's just the worst for our country. Where are you? Where are you at? Where are you, Andrew? 19, man. I'm glad you're in the space though, man. You're the future, man. You're the future, bro. I feel a $10 XRP is soon. Yeah, $10. I agree too. Yeah, and that 500. I mean, that's a high figure, man. It's gonna take a while for a few $100s. That's gonna take some while. Unless the only other thing is this economic crisis that's upon, right? That's a real deal. And I always say this in my stream, Mayhem Media. The global economic crisis has zero patience. Waits on the powers that be, central banks, Madame Lagarde, the Mark Carneys of the world, people at the IMF, the people at the ECB. They know that XRP is a massive liquidity provider. They know it can help in ways to get rid of the central bank debt, government debts, country debts. They know it. It can be a bargaining mechanism, because it is going to be a liquidity provider. They know that. So depending upon how bad it gets and how soon it gets bad, is this whole 500 and 1,000 stuff. That depends on that, because remember, the Nasdaq has a liquidity index. They have a liquidity index, and if central banks and are incentivized, if the IMF decides to put this XRP basket of other currencies and calls in an SDR, it will be massive. And if that word gets out, it will be massive, because Ripple's doing their part by making sure that the market makers, the pool liquidity providers, growing that Ripple net. They're doing their part to make liquidity and have it make sense to the masses. They're doing their part, because the masses will understand, oh, okay, it's a Ripple net, it's a network of businesses using it, right? So they'll understand that. Now, the NASDAQ does this index, and it's based upon the information that they're getting of liquidity that's being provided, right? Ripple and doing their things that they're doing. And don't sleep, Mayhem Media. Not sleep. I beg of you, do not sleep on the fact that NASDAQ has a liquidity index for Bitcoin, Ethereum, and XRP. And they're not getting in the game in the digital asset space. And I can promise you this, XRP would not be on there if they're expecting it less than 3 digits. It just would not. It would just be Bitcoin and Ethereum. What's going on in the chats here? Let me see. Outdoor Foods, love the guys you are inspired by, like Tony Robbins. I recommend Ray Dalio's book for leveling up investment. Absolutely, man. Outdoor Food, that's a good point. Outdoor Food, that is a great point. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, like Tony Robbins, right? That's a great book. And I have Ray Dalio's book. I feel like I'm not there yet in terms of with this. This dude is massive. I had the book. It's a big book. Started reading. I put it down. So I'm pretty infinite. TJ Jackson says, I have Tony Robbins' Power. Oh, yeah, from back in the day. Yes, indeed. Back in the day. What was his first book, man? Unleash the Power Within or something like that, TJ Jackson? Great book. Andrew Davies, I'm in the UK. So things are not good there, huh? The whole Brexit deal, man. But I tell you what, man, you gotta consider this, man. You are young to the game. I mean, you're young and you're new to this game. Like, you're early. You're an early adopter, my friend. That's the better way to put it. In the digital asset space, you're in a new asset class and you're early to it. You have some digital asset, or some digital assets that the masses zero clue about. I would challenge you, my friend, to level up your IQ, man. Level up your IQ in this space. Understand that generational wealth, my friend. Generational wealth in the digital asset space is a possibility for you. Just like it was a possibility for let's see. Who was the Ethereum guy? I can't even remember. Novogratz. He was doing well before, but that dude went out, right? Took the money he had and created now generational wealth with Ethereum. Don't get me wrong. I know he was doing well before. He was like one of the top hedge fund guys, right? He went out and created some generational wealth by being in the digital assets. So, yep, you're talking about Brexit. Absolutely, Andrew Davis. Yeah, man. Oh, it's crazy. I think, yeah, I know it's crazy, but I tell you, did you see that? Did you watch that video from SPQR Media, man, with China and UK? I'm telling you. Sutta Nuan. Can we see 100 anything soon? Everyone's opinions. Don't know about soon. Alex Sheet, what's up? Crypto Insomniac. If that happens, we will be over 1K. You guys are talking amongst yourselves. Easy Care Landscape. Glad to see you in the stream, my friend. I don't think I've seen you here before. Welcome to the stream. That's interesting. Let me read you. You got an interesting point here, man. XRP, my friend. XRP has to be a high price in order to bail these banks out, and if MF takes it, it has to hit 3 digits. Then national debt. It's impossible to start off under $100. XRP isn't the ordinary digital asset. Great point, my friend. Great point. I agree with you on a couple of those fronts right there. Evan says he loves what you said, man. Darcy says, I'm TJ Jackson. I need to get into some E-chain. Listen. A_active. Hey, bro, just started watching your vids. Keep them coming. Thank you, man. I appreciate you being here, man. DSGR10. Peace, man. Have a good night, bro. Yeah, absolutely. That is exactly right. They are going to just keep evolving. That's a great point, Crypto Insomniac. What's crazy is Ripple and XRP will keep evolving. Exactly right. Just glad to be without question. So yeah, I saw the China UK video. Another thing that's scary for the UK is also trading of the countries, especially the EU. What if we evolve and go back to say the 1800s? It's crazy. Yeah, exactly. I don't think that's going to happen. The real G. Let's hear your air traffic. Yeah, man. I miss it too. I tell you that, the real G. I really do miss it. Because I was one of the guys who worked in the kind of like, dark room, call them radars. They call them trade huns. I did work in the tower, but that wasn't kind of easy. I like working in the radar room. Let's hear your air traffic control lingo for an XRP runway takeoff to the moon. Yeah, one day we'll hook up and we'll meet and I'll share that with you. Nah, I don't feel like you're exaggerating at all, bro. Oh, and yeah, we do know liquidity, and Ripple and what they're doing is going to take some time. It is going to take some time, but we just need one part of that thing to turn that switch. Whether it's SBI, God, who knows? Might be even China, the China thing. We just need one part to make that turn on, and then the rest will start, and it will be a domino and a compounding effect, I believe. Humble, humble. And Blockchain Main says, to add to what we're talking about, bankers, they're going to want enough to cover the debt as well as some money left over. Absolutely. I'm holding for 4 to 5 digits. I hear you there. Period. Crypto Insomnia says, you seem like a good dude. I just subscribed. I thank you, man. Appreciate that. And Melvin says, Siege, I love the stream. Wrapping up at work and just noticed the live stream. I will have to catch the rest on a replay. Okay, bro. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you being here. Joy and everyone, best of luck to all. Thank you, man. Appreciate that. Absolutely, guys. So listen, I'm going to wrap this up, guys. XRP Live is in the building. What's going on? So what do the people at Ripple actually do sitting at the desk every day? Programming or what? Yeah, a lot of programming, a lot of strategizing, a lot of trying to figure out what's the next big deal they can do. What? Quasan Dodd? Quasan Dodd? Quasan Dodd? Excellent work, Cease. Thanks, man. I appreciate that, man. Sorry if I put you, brother. I appreciate you being here, guys. Well, listen, I'm going to wrap this thing up. Been over an hour and 20 minutes, guys. Listen, never ever forget this, guys. Never ever forget this. That old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playing ground that they play, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space, our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought. Victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.